we have yet another bed to review for you. So this one is from a company called Eve. They are from the UK and have just recently branched out to the US.
Yep.
It is much like the other ones that we've reviewed, where you buy it online, they ship it to you in a box that looks like this. They have a 100-night free trial thing going on. So let's try this baby out.
Alright, so this is a US queen size. It's very cute. There's a bunch of little sayings and everything on the inside. I guess if you feel like sticking your head in a box for some inspirational messages, your wish has been answered.
Your Eve mattress has arrived at its new home, all wrapped up snugly. Rest assured it may appear small, but it will grow over the next 4 to 6 hours. It just comes this way, so it's easy to manhandle.
Step one down.
Ooh.
Is this 2 pieces?
Look at how thin this is.
Oh,
Holy cow,
it's not
no
2
wonder
pieces.
It's
It's
going to take
really
4 to 6 hours to expand.
It's really folded over. Okay.
Either we're getting good at this, or that one was much easier than the
a lot
last
easier.
one.
No, we didn't have to use the scissors or a knife, box cutter, thermonuclear devices, anything. Normally, this is the point where we just jump on the bed, right?
Yeah, but I'm not jumping on that.
No, this is going to take a little while.
Their thing is that it wasn't designed in a laboratory. It was created through trial and error, through 75,000 tests. And its big thing is that it has a bottom layer of support, a middle layer of memory foam, and then a top layer of, what do they call it, like new generation foam?
Sure.
And it also has a bunch of holes and stuff in it. So one of their biggest things is that it is supposed to be a cooler mattress, which I would really like. We're going to have to let this expand for a while. I'm glad we didn't do this directly before bed.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Been screwed.
All right, we'll be back.
Okay, it's been, what, an hour and a half? 2 hours? Something like that? I don't know. I didn't check my watch. Anyway, we are back. It seems to have expanded, you know, at least somewhat. I'm sure it will continue to expand over the next day or two. Yeah.
Oh, good lord. This is bouncier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't memory foam. You know, we're used to memory foam now. Ooh, that's really soft.
Right?
That's way softer than I was expecting.
Like
I thought it was going to be firm.
Right off the bat, it's soft. Yeah, definitely softer, definitely a bit bouncier than...
I think it's slightly softer than the Casper.
It's almost as bouncy.
Yeah.
It's definitely softer than the Casper or the Novos bed, even with the topper. I'd say it's a little bit softer. It seems good. I'm actually kind of excited. Now I'm a little bit worried that it'll be, like, too soft. I'm going to be here. Okay, you go on that side and sleep like you normally sleep.
Is this how I sleep?
Yes! What are you doing over there? God. So it's not bad. There's definitely a little bit of vibration. I think it'll be interesting.
I do too. I'm really curious to see how it feels after a couple of days.
I think the first test is at 4 this morning when the kids come running in.
Yeah.
It definitely smells a little bit like a chemical factory, just like...
Yeah, you should let it air it out.
Yeah, I mean, just like every other, you know, rolled up in a box bed that we get, they all smell a little funny when you get them, but it's not too bad. It's nothing, you know, doesn't... Like, I wouldn't evacuate the kids or anything like that, so...
Okay, so we'll try it out. We'll check back. We will see you soon. Hi guys, it has been several weeks since we first got our Eve mattress. So at first, I found it to be rather uncomfortable, actually. It took me like a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks to get used to it. I think maybe just because it's different. You know, it's kind of like, I remember with the Casper, they said to give it a couple of weeks or 40 days or something like that. Because it's something about the texture of it is really interesting.
Well, I think it was a bit softer than we were originally anticipating because most of the other beds had been a lot firmer. The other memory foam type beds had been a lot firmer.
Right.
And this was a lot softer, even right off the bat. It was a lot squishier. You kind of melted into it a bit more. Even, you know, from just an hour after having put it up. It almost feels like the memory foam beds with a topper on them, where it's a little bit squishier, but maybe even more than that.
Yeah, because the texture, I mean, doesn't feel super memory foamy, you know. It feels squishy, like normal foam, but then there's like this rubberiness down underneath, but then you still get that sinking feeling a little bit. It kind of cups your body.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's interesting. So definitely, it took me a couple of weeks to get used to it. At first, I was like, "Oh my god, this bed," but once I got used to it, it's actually pretty comfortable.
And I think that was the big thing. I think for people who like the traditional memory foam, where it's going to provide just really 100% support, and it's not really going to give a lot of give, or you sink into it a little bit. I think this is more for people who really like a softer bed, who memory foam beds just weren't quite for them. They needed something they could kind of sink into a little bit more. And I think
but it's definitely not traditional spring mattress.
Right. Oh yeah.
Sponginess like that.
Absolutely.
It's a totally different texture.
But on the other hand, these guys have what, 100 day, 120 day, something like that.
Yeah, they give you a good long period where they will, you know, take the bed back. It's really nice that especially with these delivery style beds, you can return them if you're not super happy. But I would give it several weeks before you really make a decision, because like I said, it took me a while to get used to it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Those are our thoughts on the Eve mattress. It's a bit squishy.
It's a bit squishy.
It's a bit squishy, medium firmness, but a nice squish to it. It doesn't feel like memory foam at all to me. I would give it definitely a couple of weeks to get used to if you do end up getting one. And if you do want one, I will leave links and info and all of that good stuff in the description box down below. So definitely check out the description box, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!